Om Shri Sai Ram. Humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Baba. The Prashanti Digital Studio, in collaboration with Radio Sai, is pleased to offer this special program based on the popular book Ved Pushpanjali, available at the bookshop here in Prashanti Nilayam. Devotees coming to Prashanti Nilayam must have noticed that no important function or divine discourse starts without first a Vedic chant. They would also have seen extensive chanting of the Vedas during the Dasara celebrations. More recently, Veda chanting has become a regular part of the darshan, especially in the afternoons. Swami sits in his chair, listening to the sonorous chants for extended periods, often lost in bliss.
Well, what exactly are these chants? What do they mean? Why does Swami seem to attach so much importance to them? This series seeks to provide answers to many of these questions that often arise in the minds of listeners, especially those unfamiliar with ancient texts.
In this series, we shall be presenting the following. First, there is a brief general introduction to the Upanishads and their philosophy. After this, we present the chants from the various Upanishads in succession. In every case, there is first a general introduction to the basic theme. After this comes the translations of the stanza or the verse chanted. When the chanting of a particular Upanishad concludes, there follows broader meaning and implications.
The items presented by us follow the order followed in the book Ved Pushpanjali. Thus, if the listener has the book by his or her side, the following would become easier.
We hope you like this offering, which we believe is a unique presentation. Thank you for listening, and we hope you benefit by it.
Before we get on to the chants from the various Upanishads, some background would be useful. The first thing we have to note is that the Upanishads go back thousands of years. Scholars have argued endlessly about the exact time period, but we shall not get into that debate. For us, the message is far more important. Well, what exactly is the message?
To appreciate better the essence of the message, it is useful to know a bit about the Vedas and their relationship to the Upanishads. Let us start with the Vedas.
Bhagwan Baba says that the Vedas are the most ancient amongst the world's religious scriptures and represent a vast storehouse of wisdom. What is chanted as Vedas is essentially a compilation of bits and pieces of supreme knowledge as revealed to the sages while they were in meditation. Divine revelations are not all that unusual and have occurred at various times to various people in various places. But what is unique about the Vedas is that the hymns have a powerful tonal quality, so much so, even listening to the sounds without understanding the meaning produces stirring vibrations in the listener.
The revelations accumulated over a period of time, in due course, got classified into 4 major Vedas. The Vedas comprise of basic and diverse satellite texts, and those that came later in time were highly philosophical in content. Because they came at the end, they are collectively referred to as Vedanta, the suffix denoting the later appearance. What is popularly referred to as Vedanta actually consists of texts called Upanishads. In other words, the Upanishads represent the culmination of the Vedas. There are many Upanishads, but scholars consider 10 of them to be the most important ones. Our program will feature verses from some of the major Upanishads.
Swami has often given the meaning of the word Upanishad. Literally, it means to sit down near. Who sits near to whom? The disciple sits near the Guru. And then what? The disciple absorbs wisdom and becomes enlightened. This is the outward meaning. The deeper meaning is that the individual must move nearer and nearer to the true inner self. The individual, as Swami often reminds us, is an embodiment of the eternal Atma, that is to say, Atma cloaked in a mind and a body. This combination is also referred to as the Jivatma.
The Upanishads help the Jivatma to embark on a voyage of discovery. Discovery of what? The Jivatma's true nature. And what is that true nature? The pure, unadorned, unembodied and infinite Atma. As Professor Radhakrishnan says, the Atma is what remains when everything that is not the true self is discarded. Sadhana is the process by which the Jivatma discards all the unnecessary trappings that cloud the Atma.
Before we move on to the individual Upanishads and the chants from them, it would be well to remember that the Upanishads represent the highest truth, whose value has been recognized by scholars the world over. Professor Radhakrishnan quotes the Greek scholar Plotinus, who long ago independently observed, "One that seeks to penetrate the nature of the divine mind must see deep into the nature of his own soul, into the divinest point of himself. He must first make abstraction of the body, then of the lower soul which built up that body, then of all the faculties of the sense, of all desires and emotions, and every such triviality, of all that leans towards the mortal. What is left after this abstraction is the part we describe as the image of the divine mind, an emanation preserving some of that divine light."
No one can deny that this is a remarkable and independent perception of the essence of the Upanishadic truth. But the fact remains that the Upanishads outweigh in sheer quantity as well as depth the insight gained by seekers elsewhere. This is not to comment adversely on other philosophical traditions. Rather, it is a fact of history that in ancient India, seeking the inner self literally became a way of life for a very large number of people. Thus, it is that Max Muller, to whom Swami often makes references, says, "It is surely astounding that such a system as Vedanta should have slowly been elaborated by the indefatigable and intrepid thinkers of India thousands of years ago. A system that even now makes us feel giddy, as in mounting the last steps of the swaying spire of a Gothic cathedral. None of our philosophers, including Heraclitus, Plato, Kant, or even Hegel, had ventured to erect such a spire. In the beginning there was but one, and in the end also there will be but one, whether we call it Atma or Brahman."
With this general introduction, we now turn to the contents of the book Ved Pushpanjali.
Continuing our series on the Vedas, based on the book Ved Pushpanjali, Radio Sai now presents a part entitled Ganesh Prarthana, or the worship of Lord Ganesha. Ganesh Prarthana. We now present the first part of Ved Pushpanjali, which is called Ganesh Prarthana, or the worship of Lord Ganesha.
Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannodibhissedasadanam.
I pray to you, the Lord of groups of demigods, who removes obstacles. You are omniscient with complete knowledge. You know more than anybody else. I have come to you, recognizing your greatness. You are the Emperor of emperors. You are yourself Brahma. I have propitiated you with my chanting of adoring hymns. I salute you for the fulfillment of my desires. You are the highest treasure among all treasures. You grant your devotees both treasure of food and the treasure of wisdom.
प्रणो देवे सरस्वती वाचेभिर्वाजिनीवते धेनामभिक्रियवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्.
We invoke Saraswati, the goddess of speech. May she be pleased with us and inspire our intelligence. Prostrations to Ganesha, Saraswati and Shri Guru.
Ghanapatam.
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणानां त्वा गणपतिं त्वा गणानां त्वा गणपतिं त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे गणपतिं त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे गणपतिगुं हवामहे गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविगुं हवामहे गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविम् गणपतिमिति गणपतिम् हवामहे कविगुं हवामहे कविम् कवीनां कविगुं हवामहे कविम् कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमम् कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमम् कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् उपमश्रवस्तमम् उपमश्रवस्तममित्युपमश्रवः तमम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणाम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणाम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणः ज्येष्ठराजमिति ज्येष्ठ राजम् ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणस्पते पदे ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणस्पते पदे ब्रह्मणस्पद आपदे ब्रह्मणस्पद आपते पद आनो न आपते पद आनः आनो न आन शृण्वन् आन शृण्वन् न शृण्वन्नो न शृण्वन्नो दिभिः शृण्वन्नो न शृण्वन्नो दिभिः शृण्वन्नो दिभिः शृण्वन्नो दिभिः सेदसेदो दिभिः शृण्वन्नो दिभिः सेद ओदिभिः सेदसेदोदिभिरोदिभिः सेदसादनगुं सेदोदिभिरोदिभिः सेदसादनम् ऊतिभिरित्योदेभिः सेदसादनगुं सेदसादनम् सादनमिति सादनम् प्रणो न प्रप्रणो देवे देवेन प्रप्रणो देवे नो देवी नो देवी सरस्वती देवी नो देवी सरस्वती देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिः सरस्वती देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिः सरस्वती वाजेभिः सरस्वती वाजेभिः वाजिनीवती वाजेभिः सरस्वती वाजेभिः वाजिनीवती वाजेभिः वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवतीति वाजिनीवती धीनाम वित्रिय वित्रिय धीनाम धीनाम वित्रिय वत्तु वत्तु वित्रिय धीनाम वित्रिय वतु अवित्रिय वत्तु वत्तु वित्रिय वित्रिय वतु अवत्कृत्य वतु।
गणपति अथर्व शीर्षम।
ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो अरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यम्।
In the name of Lord Ganesha, we start our reading of Ganapati Atharva Shirsha. Atharvan Rishi, who has had the darshan, the direct experience of Lord Ganesha, has conveyed these in poetic form so that we can benefit from it. It is customary to invoke the name of Lord Ganesha before beginning anything. Atharvan Rishi states, O Lord Ganesha, I pay my hearty homage to you, the Lord of the Devas, Ganas. You are the first facet of the Brahma Tattva to arise. You have alone created this entire universe. You alone can maintain this universe. You alone can destroy this universe. You are indeed the all-conquering Supreme Lord. Indeed, you are the Atma.
Rutam vachmi, satyam vachmi.
I speak noble words. I speak the truth.
Avatvam mam, avavaktaram, avashrotaram, avadataram, avadhataram, avanuchanam avashishyam, avapaschattat, avapurastat, avottarattat, avadakshinatat, avachordhvattat, avadharattat, sarvato mam pahi pahi samantat.
Protect me. Protect the one who extols you. Protect all who hear about your benevolent nature. Protect me, the one who worships you. Protect all the disciples who are under tutelage. Protect me from the obstacles, from the east. Protect me from the west, north and south. Protect me from above and below. Protect me from all directions.
Tvam vangmayastvam chinmayah, tvam anandamayastvam brahmamayah, tvam satchidanandadvitiyosi, tvam pratyaksham brahmasi, tvam jnanamayo vijnanamayosi.
You are the master of speech. You are joy and immortal consciousness. You are truth, mind and bliss. one without a second. You are none other than divinity. You are the knowledge of the gross and subtle aspects of truth.
Sarvam jagadidam tvatto jayate, sarvam jagadidam tvattasthishthati, sarvam jagadidam tvayilayameshyati, sarvam jagadidam tvayi pratyeti, tvam bhumirapo nalo nilo nabha, tvam chakvaripakpadani.
The whole universe emerges from you. All the universe are sustained by you. All the universe merges in you. You alone are earth, water, fire, air and sky. You are the four types of speech and the root source of sound.
Tvam gunatrayatitaha, tvam avasthatrayatitaha, tvam dehatrayatitaha, tvam kalatrayatitaha, tvam mooladharasthitosi nityam, tvam shaktitrayatmakaha, Tvam yogino dhyayanti nityam, Tvam brahma, Tvam vishnustvam rudrastvam indrastvam agristvam vayustvam suryastvam chandramastam brahma urdhuvassuvarum. Ganadim purvamuccharya varnadim stadanantaram anuswarah parataraha ardhendulasitham tarena ruddham etattava manuswarupam.
You are beyond the three gunas. You are beyond the three states of being. You transcend the three bodies. You are beyond the past, present and future. You always reside in the Mooladhara Chakra. You are the triune power. Sages always meditate on you. You are the creator, sustainer, destroyer, the lord of the three worlds, fire, air, sun, moon. You are all-inclusive and all-pervading.
Gakara purvarupam, akaro madhyamarupam, anuswarascha antyarupam, binduruttararupam, nadasandhanam, sagumhita sandhihi, saisha ganesha vidya, Ganaka Rushihi Nitrat Gayatri Chandaha Ganapatir Devata Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
After describing the characteristics and cosmic attributes of Lord Ganesha, Atharvan Rishi gives us the sacred Ganesh Vidya, that is, the mantra which reveals the sacred form of Lord Ganesha. The letter G is to be enunciated, followed by N. This one-word mantra is then potentiated with the pranava, that is Om, the sacred mantra. In order to make it simpler, Atharvan Rishi presents the above in an easier fashion. G is the first part, N is the middle and end. The formed by the bindu is conjoined with the foregoing, and all of them form the sacred word. This mantra, if pronounced properly, has the power of revealing the divine Lord Ganesha. The sage who receives this mantra is Ganaka, and the meter is Nitrat Gayatri. The deity is Ganapati. Om Gang Ganapati, my salutations to you. Saying thus, the devotee should bow to the Lord.
Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi tanno dantih प्रचोदयात्.
I meditate on the single-tusked Lord with his curved trunk. May he grant knowledge and inspire me. This is the Ganesh Gayatri.
एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्गुशधारिणम् रथं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषिकध्वजम् रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससम् रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैर्सुपूजितम् भक्तानुकम्पिनम् देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतम् च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवम् ध्यायति यो नित्यम् स योगी योगिनाम् वरः.
The Saguna form of Lord Ganesha is presented in the above shloka. I salute the Lord who is single-tusked, having 4 hands, the upper right carrying binding rope, the upper left holding the goad. The mouse on his banner is his vehicle. He is blood red in color, pot-bellied. He has elephant ears and wears red clothes. He is smeared with red sandalwood and decorated with red flowers. He is eternally blessing his devotees and has been in existence even before the cosmos materialized. He is beyond Prakriti and Purusha and is the creator of all. One who meditates on him constantly is a supreme yogi.
नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः.
Salutations to you, Lord of all deities, Ganas and all beings. Salutations to the pot-bellied one, who is single-tusked, who destroys all obstacles, son of Shiva, the divine Lord who grants boons. We bow to you, taking your name.
That brings to an end Ganesh Prarthana together with the translation and the literal meaning. Thus far the chants were in slow speed. We now present them again at normal speed.
केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि त्वम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवभस्यात् सगुम्भिता सङ्गिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणक ऋषिः निजृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रथं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषिकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैर्सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो प्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुदाय वरदमूर्तये नमः.
That concludes the normal speed of the prayer to Lord Ganesha. Let us now examine a bit deeper into what exactly this prayer stands for.
Vedic chants invariably commence with the offering of salutations to and the praise of Lord Ganesha. We are of course quite used to invoking the name of Ganesha before commencing any auspicious activity. We have seen this any number of times in Prashanti Nilayam, but what exactly is the inner significance of this procedure? Swami has explained.
For almost all of us, Ganesha is a particular god with a particular form, namely with the face of an elephant, the body of a human being, and with 4 hands instead of 2 that humans have. Ganesha is described as the son of Lord Shiva, and there are stories that describe how Ganesha got the unusual form that he is supposed to have. All that is symbolism associated with rituals. But there is a deeper meaning behind all this. Incidentally, scholars have noted that often there is a mixture of abstract philosophy with rituals, and that the substantive part is philosophy. That also will be our outlook. We shall stress the philosophical aspects rather than the details associated with the ritualistic part.
Let us start with the basic question: why give God a form if he is truly formless? Krishna has answered that, and so has Swami. Basically, it is all a matter of psychological convenience. For ordinary people, it is difficult to meditate on the infinite and the formless. Thus, in ancient India, they recommended that those who are in the early stages of spiritual evolution could start off by imagining that God has form. As Swami says, when someone points at something with a finger, one first looks at the pointed finger and then only turns to the object pointed out. God with form, says Swami, is like the pointing finger. It is a guidepost. Once it has served its purpose, it can be dispensed with. However, it takes a lot of effort to turn one's attention from the finger to the object pointed out. Swami has also compared the worship of God with form to the use of flotation aids used while learning to swim. Once one is able to swim well, these flotation aids can be dispensed with. In spirituality, what this means is that one must first mature in bhakti before seeking the one without any form.
Having said this, the question next arises, why so many forms? Swami has the answer. Basically, it is a matter of total freedom of choice. As Baba puts it, Westerners have questioned why we create different names and forms while God is only one. They think we ought to have only one name and one form. Citizens of ancient India always liked to move closer and closer to God. They therefore created more and more names which are appropriate to God. Each individual gave a name that pleased him most. It is not correct to prescribe uniformity. God resides and shines in all hearts, and each individual, depending upon his picture of the effulgent God within him, has the right to adopt the particular aspect of God that appeals most to him.
We hope that makes clear how unity and diversity coexist when it comes to the names and forms of God. Turning now to Lord Ganesha, we shall not discuss the unusual form, which is a hybrid of an elephant and a human. Swami has done that many times. Instead, we shall focus on why Ganesha is prayed to at the beginning of every auspicious occasion.
The basic idea here is that no function must start without first invoking the name of God and offering prayers to him. Ancient Indians realized that if one merely gave an instruction like, always start first with a prayer to God, it would be easily forgotten. Instead, a special ritual was created and also a special form given to the God to be prayed to. That God is Vinayaka, another name for Ganesha. It was further emphasized that Vinayaka is particularly kind in eliminating obstacles that might come in the way of the activity started. When it was put this way, ordinary people never fail to pray at start, no matter what the function.
By the way, who exactly is this Vinayaka? Swami has explained that too. He says that Vinayak means V plus Nayaka. Nayaka means leader, and Vinayaka means one who has no leader above him. Who is that? God, of course. What it all boils down to in practice is that worship of Vinayaka, Ganesha, call him what you will, amounts really to the worship of God.
We hope this makes clear why all functions start with a prayer to Lord Ganesha, who is none other than Vinayaka, who is none other than God Almighty.